Hello Stampers, this is Susan at Pumpkin Hill Stampers. I have a quick demonstration today creating these cute note cards. I'm using designer series paper from the Fruit Stand collection, which retires at the end of May 2017. Here's a quick look at the papers that come in that series. We've got Tangerine Tango and Old Olive. We've got the Watermelon Wonder, which is a retiring color. This piece is really pretty with all the bright colors in it. Pretty dense pattern. Stripes and peaches, and then of course the two colors that we're using today are this lemons paper, which is nice and bright, and then this peach pattern. So I'm going to go ahead and get started. I'm also using Sunshine Sayings as my stamp set for words, and I'm using the framelits here, Sunshine Wishes, and we're going to be cutting out the word sunshine to use on our cards. So right now you can still get this as a bundle through the end of May 2017, and together it's 45 in the clear mount set. So, and then after June 1st, you can still get them, but they'll be separate items. So you won't get the discount for buying it as a bundle in the current catalog year. So let's do a quick demo. This one's pretty simple. It's a great way to use designer series paper up when you have some bits and pieces left, or if you want to make a lot of cards as a set to give as a present. So let's just go ahead and get them stamped. So I'm using our Whisper White note cards, which come as note cards and envelopes. So you get 20 note cards that are pre-scored and cut, and 20 envelopes, size to fit, and I'm using the Whisper White. Then I've cut my designer series paper down to meet the front dimensions exactly, which is 3.5 by 5. We're going to use our Tombow liquid glue. And when I want to cover the front of my card completely, I use the Tombow because it gives you a little bit of wiggle room to adjust your paper and make sure it's squared up nicely with your corners. So, and you don't need a lot, you just want to kind of make sure you get those edges. And you don't want too much because you don't want it to squeeze out. So I just put that on, and you can see I'm not putting it on exactly, but then I can adjust it to be on the front of my card. And I'm going to flip it over and make sure it's all squared up. Yep, I've got no pieces sticking out the back side. Okay, so you just press that on, and that is good to go. Now, this paper says that it's Peekaboo Peach, but the Peekaboo Peach has been faded out on this sheet into this lighter yellow, like a bleached out, and I found the best color to coordinate with that was the crushed curry. So I've gone ahead and pre-cut with my die the sunshine word. Okay, and I'm just going to pop that out, and the one thing you want to be careful of is to keep the little dot for the eye when you do that. So here's my word. I'll pop out those little bits from the S. So they actually look like S's. Okay, so there's my sunshine, and then I want this little dot here for the top of my eye, so I'm going to press that out and keep track of that little spot. Okay, so as you can see, that cut straight out of that, and I could even use that on the card if I wanted to. I could put another piece of paper behind it so you'd see what it says. So it's kind of a two-part. You could use that on another piece. So now what I'm going to do is going to take my words in basic black, and I'm just going to print on here, sending you. Sending you. And we all get excited, sending me what, sending me what. And then when you open the card on the inside, we're going to use that Tombow again. You could also use your fine tip glue pen. When you use the Tombow, you have to be careful not to get too much, because when it squeezes out, it stays tacky. So I'm putting that on very gently and not too much. It's got good firm holding power, but You don't want it to squeeze out around the edges. So I'm just going to flip that over. I'm going to put sunshine here, in the center. Tap that down a little bit so that sticks to it in place. Then I'm very carefully going to just dab a little spot of glue there. Hardly see it. I just put a little spot of glue right there. And then I'm just going to pick up that spot for the eye and drop it on top. Okay, now I have fingernails. If you don't have fingernails, you could use your bone folder or your paper piercer or a pair of tweezers. I have some gals that use. So that's just going to take a second to set up. And then from my 12 by 12 paper, I had some paper left, so I have 1/2 inch strips, and we're just going to put a little border on the bottom. So again, I put that tumble on, I can put this on, I can work it into my corner and on my edge, and then just press that down. So some brightness on the inside. So while that's drying, let's go ahead and stamp our envelope. So I'm stamping in crushed curry in the corner here, this little sploosh that came with my stamp set, and then I'm just putting hello on the outside. So I'm thinking this can be a nice thank you card or a get well card or just a happy, you know, sunshine in the mailbox kind of card. We all like to get sunshine in our mailbox, and hand stamp cards is a great way to do that. So there's that one. It's nice and simple, doesn't take too long, but bright, cheery, and fun to be on the receiving end of that. And then this one with the peaches on the front, I did the sending you here, and then I did the sunshine in Tangerine Tango, and I decided to put it on the front, and then my inside just has that piece there. So this one has a little more room on the inside to put your note inside. So I hope you enjoyed that quick little tutorial. And if you've missed this Fruit Stand Designer Series paper, it is on the retired list. It is discounted to $8.80. So scoop that up before it's gone, and enjoy your paper and enjoy your cards and have fun. Happy stamping!